الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد له فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Brothers, move up, inshallah. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seeking His forgiveness and seeking refuge in Allah from the evilness and the consequences of our own actions, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala much, because really He deserves all praise, and really He deserves to be worshipped subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the corruption and the evilness within our own selves. Whomsoever Allah guides, there's none that can guide. And whomsoever Allah sends astray, there's no guidance for this person. I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah. He is alone without any partners. And I bear witness that the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam is His servant and His messenger. To proceed on this blessed day of Jum'ah, we want to remind ourselves about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most generous, the most merciful, the most compassionate, the most general, the most merciful, who has bestowed His favors upon His servants. He has bestowed upon them health and well-being. As for sure, this is enough for the servant to be grateful. This is enough for the servant to be grateful for Allah for having good health, for having the ability to do acts of worship. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions in the Quran, He tells us, Ya ayyuhan nas, Ya ayyuhal insanu ma garraka bi rabbika al-kareem. Oh man, what has deceived you? What has made you careless about your Lord, the most general Jalla wa Ala? What has deceived you? What has made you comfortable? What has deceived you concerning your Lord, the most generous, the most merciful, subhanahu wa ta'ala? And Sa'di rahimahullah, he commented on this verse. He says about this verse, it is because you are healers of your Lord. You are healers of your duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are healers towards Him. Or because you think little of His punishment. You are healers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You think little of His punishment. You belittle Allah Azza wa Jal, because knowing that He is the most merciful, you think that you can do what you want on account of His mercy. La ya ayyuhan nas. That we fear the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى الذين خلقك فسواك فعدلك, who created you and fashioned you and made you well proportioned. He has created you in the best of shapes and the best of stature. But individuals, they want to change their appearance. They want to change how they look. They are displeased with how Allah created them. الَّذِينَ خَلَقَ فَسَوَّاكَ فَعَدَلَكَ. He has created you in the best of stature and the best of molds. For what purpose? Ya ayyuhan nas, wa ma khalaqtu al-janna wal-insa illa liya'budun. Hakadha ya ayyuhan nas. This is the purpose. This is the reason. So that you can worship Him. So that you can single Him out in all forms of worship. We created you and fashioned you and made you well proportioned. Is He not one who created you and fashioned you, ya ayyuhan nas? Imam al-Sa'di, he commented on this verse. He says, in the best of shapes, and made you well proportioned, assembling you in a shape that is well balanced, in the best shape, and the best figure, ya ayyuhan nas. He has created you in the best of shapes and the best of molds for one purpose. It doesn't matter the color, the nationality of where you're from. He has created you for this purpose. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجَنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. For that purpose alone. And then he mentions that He created many men and women so that you may know one another, so that you can get to know one another, so that you can get to love one another, to one, so that you can come together ala al-birri wa taqwa, fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala together. Naam ya ayyuhan nas. It is appropriate for you to be, it is appropriate for you to be ungrateful. It is not appropriate for you to be ungrateful for the blessings that He has bestowed upon you of eyesight and health and strength and money and children and all of the blessings you can think of that He has given you. And even the blessings that you cannot think of, He still has given you that. Aina nahnu ya ayyuhal ikhwa. Where are we from the blessings that Allah has bestowed upon us? Are we grateful for them? Are we grateful for these blessings? Brothers, please move up, inshallah. For those who are coming, make room for your brother bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Barakallahu fikum. So it is mentioned, ya ayyuhal ikhwa. It is not appropriate for you to be ungrateful for the blessings that He has bestowed upon you, your Lord, the most generous, the most merciful, or to deny His kindness after you have sinned, after you have transgressed, after you have disbelieved. He is still kind and merciful towards you. He is still kind and merciful towards you after you have sinned, after you have disbelieved, after you have committed jabal, a mountain of sin. He is still kind towards you. أقول هذا القول أستغفر الله لي ولكم. أستغفر الله. بسم الله والحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. So Allah tells us how He has honored the son of Adam and made them noble by creating them in the best perfect and the most perfect of forms. That He has honored the son of Adam. He has honored you. So if you're looking for honor and status, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قال الله عز وجل لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. None. It is mentioned, really we created man in the best stature. He walks upright with his 2 feet and he eats with his hand, while other living creatures walk on their face, or they walk on their 4 feet, and they eat with their mouths, ya ayyuhan nas. While other creatures, they eat with their mouths. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored you by giving you hands to eat. Allahu Akbar. And He has given them hearing and sight and the heart with which they understand all of that. They understand it, but some don't understand. Some of the creation don't understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't understand Him. So He mentions, so it is mentioned, Ya ayyuhan nas. There's given them sight in the heart with which they understand all of that, to benefit from it and to distinguish between things, to know which are good for him and which are that which is harmful for him. And both in this world and as well as the hereafter, Ya ayyuhan nas. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى and we have provided them with طيبات وَرَزَقْنَاهُمْ مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ. And we have provided them with طيبات, meaning agriculture, producing fruits and milk with all kinds of delicious, desirable flavors and colors and beautiful appearance, and fine clothes, all kinds and shapes and colors and sizes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided mankind with this. What are you doing with His ni'mah? What are you doing with His blessing? Are you squandering it? Are you squandering His ni'mah? Because you're going to be questioned about the na'im, about this blessing of Islam. You're going to be questioned about it. How have you lived your life upon this Islam on this earth? It's Islam. Lillahi bit-tawheed. This is what the Muslim is upon. At-tawheed, ya ayyuhan nas. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wa akhiru ad-da'wana ana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.